Federer leads 5-1.
Milestone today, 300th career Grand Slam match win. I mean, you've got a ton of milestones. What do these achievements mean to you?
Well, this one's big in the sense because it's all best of 5 set matches and only at the slams, and the first one ever I won was here against Michael Chang back in the day in 2000. So I look back at that match hoping that maybe I was going to win my first match at a Grand Slam level. Here we are, you know, so many years later, and I reached 300 wins. It's a big deal for me, but maybe one day it's going to seem bigger for me, because right now I'm obviously focused on my next round match.
We are in the presence yet again of greatness, Roger Federer.
And I think that you should never lose sight of why you actually started playing tennis. At the end of the day, when I was a little kid, all I was hoping to do one day was to be on a center court and play tennis. That was what it was about, the essence of it, and not because of any other reason. And once you're happy there in that place, you're actually going to be fine.
And his search continues in Grand Slam play. I mentioned it. He lost to Novak Djokovic the last 2 times he was in the finals. Best of 5 sets against Novak seems to be too much.
It seems to be also that it is in the nature of this game, Chris, that we develop rivalries, and we always have somebody who is like dominating the game. And I don't want to go through the list, but it's a long list. It's once you get your teeth into the sport and you sort of deny the rest of the field the opportunity to swim with you. That's just the way it is, and Novak's at the top, and Roger Federer is just behind him at the moment.
He is, and Federer really struggled, didn't he, when Rafa Nadal was at his best. It really caused him an awful lot of problems. Now it's Novak Djokovic.
Roger Federer plays his most effective tennis when hitting his forehand from his backhand corner, which then allows him to play aggressive all-court tennis. However, Novak Djokovic is the only player in the world that doesn't allow him to do that regularly enough to beat him over 5 sets. His simple yet incredibly effective game plan is to hit aggressively cross-court most of the time off both wings, forcing Federer to continually defend. Other players like Thomas Berdych here use the same tactic successfully. But they just can't execute that game plan well enough to eventually prevail. Djokovic can and does, and that's one of the main reasons he's dominated Federer at the Grand Slams.
Very high excitement quotient, a great setup for this match. And as you said, the imponderable always is the X's and O's are so much a part of it. There's this also, and these two guys are so strong, cannot wait.
No, I think for Federer, he needs to be able to play the match on his own terms, and he finds it very, very difficult to do that. You know, Djokovic forces him out of his comfort zone, out of the base camp that he likes to make in the backhand corner, and then once you get him moving to his right, once you get him defending, then he's in trouble. I think also against Novak, it's the one player that Roger perhaps tries too hard against. You know, he tries to play too well because he knows that's the guy that he needs to redline his game against in order to have a chance of beating him.
He had his opportunities at the U.S. Open, remember, but he was 4 of 23 on break points against Novak. Tough to win that way. Something to keep an eye on tonight. Storms have been rolling through the area. Right now it's sunny and the roof is open, but will it be closed by the time they start? The match is coming up live with Chris Fowler and Patrick McEnroe.
Let me watch the sea rain